Everybody, it's my pleasure to be here to talk to you about the market potential for our service, H2Go. As Samir had mentioned, we have a great product that we're very excited about. And today I'm going to talk to you about a couple things. First of all, we're going to go over what's currently out there in the market, what are the current options out there. Then I'm going to talk about some of the drivers for the consumers, why they will benefit from this. Talk about some of the incentives that's currently out there. Then we're going to go to the site selection for our company, and then finally the market potential at those sites. All right. So first of all, let's talk about the current options. As you are aware of, there are mostly a lot of hybrid electric vehicles out there currently on the market. A lot of these are mostly range from $20,000 all the way to $40,000 for most of these vehicles. They're great options. However, they're not going to give you the benefits that you're going to see with our product. They're going to give you a gas mileage somewhere around 30 to 40 miles per gallon. The other option is, you will see, is the hybrid electric vehicles. These are great products also. The fewer of them because of the high cost. And also, one of the drawbacks is the limited mileage. They typically have less than 60 miles range per charge. So it's very limited for those of us that drive on a daily basis. You wouldn't want to come back on your way home being stuck somewhere because you just ran out of juice in your car. So what does our product mean? Well, our product means money savings to the regular consumer. All right. If you take a look at the chart in the back, on a monthly basis, the regular consumer uses somewhere around 1,250 miles, travels around 1,250 miles. And based on the regular car, somewhere around 25 miles per gallon, that's about 50 gallons of gas. By going to our product, by doubling mileage, you only have to put in 25 gallons worth of gas. A gas of $2 a gallon, you're going to save $50 a month. It's somewhere near $4 per gallon that we saw last year. You're going to save more than $100 per month on a monthly basis. You can also take a look on the annual basis. The regular consumer drives around 15,000 miles. With the same car, you can save over 300 gallons worth of gas. That's equivalent to $600 per month, and $600 a year, at $2 per gallon, or $1,200 at $4 per gallon. So all those money can be, contributed to the H2Go car. As you can see it on chart, our initial cost is only $2,000. And we even offer a financing plan in which the consumer can put $500 down, and the monthly payment will only be $70. Very, very affordable. Some of the other services we also offer is we're going to offer our service to the governments and also companies that have a lot of fleet vehicles, such as U.S. Postal Service, FedEx, UPS, and the various local government vehicles, such as the police, fire department, and so forth. And we also are potentially considering partnering with some of the other car companies, such as CarMax, in which we can help them convert their cars, or we can convert some of the other cars and give it to them for sale. So those are two potential markets out there for us also. And for us, to launch our vehicle, we're going to select several locations to launch our company. Again, our eventual goal is to make it available to everybody. Initially, we're going to start with several cities. And some of the reasons we're going to talk about here, look at the chart here, is we're going to base on the various incentives that's available to not only to us, and also to the consumers. So you can look at the chart here, and we're going to highlight mostly on the purple one and the blue one. Actually, the orange and the blue. The orange one, most of the states, a lot of the states offer incentives somewhere between no incentives on the local level, or up to 3 or 4. The yellow ones offer somewhere between 5 and 10 incentives out there, and the only blue one, California, offers somewhere between 20 and 30 incentives, depending on the city that you go to. All right. And some of what do these incentives include? Well, as you're aware of, there are current federal incentives for hybrid electric vehicles. Some of the states also offer additional tax savings, and so those are good incentives for us to go to those states Other states offer HOV lanes, such as New Hampshire, Washington, and California. Those states have a lot of highway HOV lanes, and if you have a hybrid vehicle, you can drive your car on there. So those are good incentives. Some cities, on city level, offers free parking for hybrid vehicles. So that's another benefit we're looking into. And those cities include Sacramento, Los Angeles, and Seattle. All right. So, we're selecting our final sites based on the incentive we talked about. And the additional incentive we're talking about is, is the drive time that the people have to spend on the road, the commute time, and the lack of mass transit is another thing. The HOV lane we talked about, and also the tax incentive. If you look at the chart behind me, it shows the average time, the number of days the drivers spend in a car. As you can see, some of the states and some of the cities, such as Los Angeles, people spend more than 5 days in the car. That's a lot of time to spend in the car. Again, you can look at those times, it converts to the amount of driving. That's how we are selecting those sites. And for the final site, we've selected 4 cities: Los Angeles, San Diego, Denver, and Raleigh. As you can see from the chart, Los Angeles offers more than 3 million vehicles. San Diego has 1.6 million. Denver and Raleigh are somewhere in the 300 and 400,000 range. All right. So we've combined of 5.3 million vehicles out there. That's our potential market, and we're projecting somewhere around 5% market penetration in the first few years. That'll give us a total of 265,000 vehicles. And that's a lot of cars at $2,000 per vehicle. It's a lot of money at $2,000. So I think we have great market potential, and for us to get there, our company is going to offer a very good business plan and people that's going to deliver. And for those details, I'm going to turn it over to Ron. Thank you.